Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to the Airbrush Garage. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be doing a video on control. It's similar to the basics airbrush video I did. I'll pop a link down below if you're interested in that video. That should be your starting point. But once you get to that point, now you really want to develop control of your airbrush. That's what this video is going to be about today. I hope you like it. If you do, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get future notifications. Check out my affiliate links below. I'll have all the products and other products that I use in these videos down below for you. With that, let's get started. Okay, got my control canvas set up here. And what we have on it is, the first thing we got is some boxes. We're going to be putting dots at every intersection and then connecting all the lines, then drawing X's through the boxes, and starting and stopping at each intersection line. Okay. Then the next set of lines has directional arrows on it, because you're going to be more dominant in one direction than the other. Whether you're lefty or righty may play a part, but in any event, you're going to probably be dominant in one direction or better in one direction than the other. This is why you need to practice both directions. Then we have some arcs, and we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to go left to right and right to left, and some squiggly lines. Now, you can sit there and make up a much bigger board than I have here, and sit there and just practice for, 15 minutes, half an hour if you'd like. Depends on what you want to put into it. One of the major things, I think the most important thing about control is you're going to want to keep that air on all the time, as I said in the basics video, and control the start and stoppage of your paint with your trigger. The main thing though with control is that you don't tilt the airbrush when you're spraying in any one direction, up, down, sideways. You always want to be perpendicular or at 90 degrees to your surface. Okay, so if your board is technically tilted a little bit back, your airbrush should be tilted slightly upwards like that, so you're perpendicular. The other thing is you want to be moving in mechanical like fashions. If you're just spraying a fade or some color, yeah, one hand might be fine. But you see a lot of airbrush people out there. I like to hold the airbrush myself right here with my left hand. I'm righty, and obviously if you're left-handed, you're going to steady the airbrush with your right hand. But in this case, I'm righty, so I'm going to steady the airbrush with my right hand. I will use my hand like this and use it to brace my right hand. Sometimes I'll hold the bulb of my water trap, again, to steady my brush. You see a lot of different styles out there, but what you will see with most airbrush artists is that they're steadying their brush with their opposite hand. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start off with dots. Okay, we're going to put dots at every intersecting point. All right, so now we got our dots. So now what we're going to do next is we are going to connect the lines. I'm going to work left to right. I'm going to drop down and work right to left. Drop down, work right to left, or left to right. Then when I come back in and do the lines, I'm going to go top to bottom. Okay, so on this line to the lines, and then I'm going to come back up this way. So this way I'm working in both directions. So the important part of this exercise is not to get everything exactly perfectly straight like you're using a shield. Is that you're starting and stopping when you're supposed to with the paint. That, you know, you're not going outside of the lines, you know, when you're coming across and you got all of these things that are crossing. So, you know, you got to stop at every point, but you're doing it just with your trigger that you're with your flow of your paint. Now, let's move on to the lines where you have, again, lines going up, lines going down, lines going right, lines going left. So you can see very mechanical going across, up and down, very mechanical, keeping that brush, you know, perpendicular to the surface. I'll do a lot of times. I'll use my pinky to steady myself. I'll have my forefinger up over underneath the front of my brush, and I will use my pinky as a kickstand to keep me a certain distance off the surface and help keep me perpendicular. And then move it a very mechanical-like movement, moving your whole hand or arms across the board. So there you have it. Hopefully what you take from this video is that you want to keep your airbrush perpendicular to your work surface or at a 90-degree angle from your work surface. And you want to move that airbrush in a very mechanical-like fashion, steadying it with your free hand. So if you're right-handed, your left hand needs to move along with your right hand and your arms, and keeping the airbrush very square to your surface. That is the key to this. Keep practicing, do your exercises. Good luck. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.